Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of Katawa Shoujo. My name is Burning Oil, and I can't remember what happened in the last episode. What was it? Oh yeah, it was the day after, and we had a little bit of a cuddling session. Lily just left us. Yeah, she kind of just left us in the lurch, but at the same time, she was being really cute, so I think she's just doing that thing that some people do that I don't understand, which is playing hard to get. I know I'll never understand that. But I guess, let's get straight back into it, shall we? So, a brief history. Oh yeah, we're just about to open a letter. I think it's from the girl at the beginning of the game, who didn't cause the heart attack, or, made us realise that we had heart arrhythmia, but... Yeah, so I'll just repeat this. The name neatly adorning the back of the envelope freezes me in my tracks. It's been so long since I've seen her writing. There's little chance that I could have identified it as hers otherwise. Iwanako. Why should she have written me? I can't think of any good reason for her to do this. I almost don't open the letter, but there'd be little point to that. If I just left it alone, its mere existence would gnaw at me until I did something about it. I look down at the piece of paper on my desk, its bright and summery decoration beaming happily at me. The lettering is in pink, jarring badly with a yellow sunflower border on the card. I think it looks cute. The handwriting is neat, the characters having been written thoughtfully and with an unusual amount of care. I'd barely given the letter a second thought when it was given to me, but now I can't get its contents out of my mind. What did it say? Well, I'd like to say that I don't know why she used such an old-fashioned method of communication, considering a phone call or an email would be both much faster and easier. The answer feels obvious enough given the content. A letter leaves a comfortable distance between the sender and the recipient. Unlike a phone, it isn't required that you engage in conversation. And unlike email, there is less expectation of an immediate reply. Statements such as, the third years seem to be very anxious about the final exams, and it's so weird to think we're already seniors, isn't it? Are just small talk. Small talk that could have been achieved by simply replying to any of the messages I'd sent her while in hospital. The ending, though, is the true reason she sent this. The last couple of lines added almost as an afterthought. She's with somebody. Like, I wonder if we will meet again. Perhaps it's for the best if we don't. What? Who sends that? Who's kind of heartless person sends a message like this? This must be a mistranslation or something, man. I don't know if this was from Japanese, this game. I wonder if we will meet again. Perhaps it's for the best if we don't. It's like she's already assuming without him. Oh my god. I do not. The reason why it's pissing me off is I do not like it when people are playing games with me. Right, and this is playing games. It's a statement that should hurt. I've always heard breakups are nasty stuff, but it feels like it's simply a reaffirmation of what we both already knew instead. But that's such a horrible way of putting it, dude. It's like they weren't together, right? She just came to the hospital to meet him when she asked him out. I don't understand. The thing is, I get moving on. That's fine. I get moving on. But it's this wording. It's, I wonder if we will meet again. Positive note. Perhaps it's best if we don't. Negative. it's like, I'm going to go up and I'm going to go down. It's the preceding text, no more than small talk, that makes me feel most uneasy. I can't figure out why, no matter how long I sit here and look down at this bright and summery piece of paper. If you would like to correspond with me, by all means write me back. It's plainly obvious that this is not the type of letter to be replied to. In the end, this letter is no more than a simple abdication of responsibility. A final statement to reassure herself that our relationship is over. Yeah. Man, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it, man. As such, I find I have little problem in scrunching the letter and an envelope into a ball and tossing it into the waste bin, ridding myself of its existence. I go to bed with mixed feelings, cheated out of a pleasant evening by this intruder from the past. Well, you shouldn't even give a shit. You got Lily, okay? I mean, I know Lily's going away for a bit, and it's probably something terrible is going to happen to her, but right now, Lily should be in the forefront of your mind, my dude. Ironically, it takes a while before I can manage to sleep. Do 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 do. Did we die? I sweat profusely, awaiting the dreaded moment. Each tick of the clock tenses my muscles that much more, every minute making more hairs stand on end. Is this the exam? It's coming for me. I can feel it. Death. Death in the form of a single sheet of paper. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it was the exam! I take the small piece of paper from the student in front of me and pass it backwards after plucking it off the top piece. Looking to the top right of the page, I find my fears realized within that small red circle. F 43. I hang my head and sigh in resignation, cursing under my breath. I can feel the aura of what is wrong with me today? I can feel the aura of similar sentiment rising from the entire class. It's strange, but that fact lifts my mood by a minuscule amount. Misery loves company, I suppose. As the teacher opens her mouth, the room braces for the inevitable onslaught, only to be saved at the last minute. We quickly move to collect our bags and leave for lunch post-haste, but the teacher delivers a parting broadside. We'll be discussing the test scores next lesson. Needless to say, there will be quite some discussion to be had. A collective groan resounds from the class, now reduced to shuffling out dejectedly. I push the sheet into my bag as I walk along the hallway, crumpling it in the process. It's enough that such a troublesome letter ended up on my desk yesterday, and now this? I hate English. Hisao? A firm female voice gruffly calls out from behind me. I freeze on the spot, my face becoming like stone. It's as if I can feel my brain disconnect from my body. My eyes slowly shift right, trying to catch a glimpse of the disembodied voice. What the hell is going on? Nothing? My face begins to slip as the time passes, and I decide to risk turning my head. Ever so slowly, I twist it to the... Gah! I jump into the air and drop my bag, yelling out in surprise. As I recover and gain my composure, I turn to see I should have known. Emmy. Gotcha, Hisao! She stands there with a mischievous grin on her face, hands forward and fingers pointed inwards. She was the one who jabbed my ribs with her fingers. You should... She's the spy of the nurse, right? And so the nurse has probably told her, like, what my issue is. She shouldn't be surprising somebody who has arrhythmia. Like, this is not how it should be. I look down at her with a grimace, rubbing my hair in frustration. That's no way to greet someone, you know. You have no sense of humor. I left my sense of humor in my English class. Complain to the teacher if you want it given back to me. She pulls her best puppy dog eyes on me as she pouts. Lily's managed to build up my resistance to the tactic, but Emi's short stature adds enough to the effect to make me relent. So, how are things? I haven't seen you around for a while. Same old, same old. I run so fast, nobody wants to join me on my morning runs. It's a real pain. Her modesty never fails to amuse me. Although... Uh-oh. You know what I'm thinking, don't you, Hisao? Wearing my emotions on my sleeve is one of my worst habits. She's seen right through me. Fortunately, I see somebody else approaching us that will help me out. Wow, what was that? Oh, hi, Hanako. I give her a welcoming wave and try my best at looking like I haven't noticed Emmy's pouting face. She gives a small wave back. Hello, Hisao, Emmy? Hey, Hanako. I'll join you and Lily in a sec. Actually, speaking of lunchtime company, it's odd to see you without Rin, Emmy. Rin? Without a second word, she forgets all about us and bolts off up the hallway. She must have forgotten she was waiting for her. Hanako and I stand speechless, only able to helplessly stand and watch this ball of seemingly boundless energy dash off. Oh, yeah, Hisao? She suddenly stops herself just before vanishing around the corner to the rooftop staircase, spinning around to meet our bemused faces. I hate English too. And with that, she disappears. Doesn't mean I want to be with you, Emmy. You're really cute. I really like you. Maybe But Lily's my girl. She's all we care about. All I can do is hang my head and give a long sigh, thoroughly left in the dust. As usual. As I hear a short giggle come from behind me, I turn to see Hanako smiling at the corner my attacker rounded. I pick up my drop bag from the floor and quickly dust it off. Afternoon. Been busy? You don't like English? Nah. I had a test on it a while back, and Emmy caught me brooding about the results. Sorry. She averts her gaze, guilt written on her face. A casual observer would think she's just accidentally reminded me of a dead relative. Come on, it's not your fault. How are you doing in it? She looks up, though still avoids meeting my eyes. Alright, I suppose. An awkward silence passes. They seem all too common around Hanako. Oh, Lily asked if you'd like to join us for lunch on the roof. I guess I don't exactly have any pressing engagements to attend to. Sure, I'll be right up. I'll go get my lunch from the cafeteria now, then... Go on, you don't need my approval to leave, you know. Okay, I'll be going then. Is that her saying, come with me, or...? She gives a skittish reply, a small nod, and quickly makes off towards the cafeteria. I guess she must have forgotten to bring lunch today. As I walk through the hallways, more and more students start to come out of the classrooms and pass me, going in the same direction as Hanako went. By the time I manage to make it to the stairs, I'm having to push my way past a busily chatting throng of students. I finally managed to get past the last of the crowd and round the staircase, slumping slightly in relief and slowing my pace before I open the door to the roof. Damn. I momentarily avert my eyes, all but blinded by the harsh summer sun. As I slowly regain my vision, the surroundings finally take form. Yay, Lily, our love. Lily, Emmy, and Rin sit together on the roof, the top of the hilltop forest around Yamaku, visible past the fence around them, as if to frame the view. Hisao! Lily and Rin give a quick nod of acknowledgement and a deep nod of greeting respectively. I start walking towards the rather mismatched trio, and can't help marvelling at the speed with which Emmy devours the rest of a half-eaten banana. Hey, strange to see you three together like this. It seems to have been quite the day of coincidences. Emmy and Rin decided to eat on the roof just as Hanako and I decided to. You stole it! This spot was ours! Simmer down, you can't steal a place in the school. I plop myself down beside Lily, the four of us creating a semicircle. I think she's right. You too? The butterfly is her accomplice. As I glance around, sure enough, a small yellow butterfly floats across my field of vision. So tell me, how did this butterfly help Lily steal this spot? It scouted out our conversation and told her. I should have known better than to expect sound reasoning from Rin. Regardless, I guess it wouldn't hurt to play along. You're telling me she can talk to butterflies? There are people who can talk to horses, called horse whisperers. Lily must be a butterfly whisperer. I bury my head in my hands as Emmy rounds her on her strange companion. She doesn't seem to share Rin's sense of humour. Whisperers don't work like that. Emmy and Rin continue their banter as I turn to Lily, who's busily finishing off her small box of curry and rice. So, what brought you up here, anyway? A little fresh air every now and again doesn't hurt. Emmy breaks off from her vain attempts to introduce the concept of logic to Rin. That was why we came up here too! Something tells me it was her idea alone and that Rin only got dragged up here on Emmy's whim. Then again, the same could possibly be said of Lily and Hanako. Now, we can share. Hanako! The creaking of the door to the roof can be heard as soon as she says the words. A moment of silence falls over us as everyone's attention focuses on the figure appearing from it. Hanako slowly walks over to us, her eyes pinned to the ground, silently ruining the attention she's attracting. She tenses just barely when her eyes meet Rin's. Can't help raising an eyebrow as she walks over to us and sits next to me, doing her utmost to avoid looking up, even as she brings her cafeteria bread to her mouth. So how do you and Emmy know each other anyways? Emmy's somewhat well known around the school for her athletic ability. She's the fastest member of the track and field club by some margin, even beating Miki Miura at the track meet last week. Miki Miura? Ah, that tan girl from the front of my class? Considering her height and toned body, being able to beat her is quite an accomplishment. Yeah, but she has robot legs. Come on. Looking over to Emmy, it's very clear she's well aware of this fact as she beams proudly. So, Hisao, what's your score in English? Ouch. No comment. Boo! She puffs her cheeks and pouts, but it didn't take long for her to bounce back. Alright, if I tell you mine, you have to tell me yours, deal? Fine. Okay, on the count of 3, we both say our results. She's not going to say hers. 1, 2, 3. 13. We didn't say anything. I beam a mischievous grin. Evil. You said it, not me. Still, the fact that you managed an even lower score than me is kind of amazing. Hey, don't be a dickhead. That's not me. I wouldn't be. Grrr. She looks and sounds like a small terrier growling an intruder. Look at Hanako. Love her. I can't say it's the most threatening sight I've seen. Either way, scoring higher than 32 is something to boast about, much less scoring below it for any subject. Yes, Lily. Sorry, Lily. I could help you with your English, if you'd like. It would be my pleasure to... No, that's fine, but I appreciate the thought, really. Lily looks slightly deflated, her hopes of imparting her knowledge dashed. Judging from the badly hidden laughter of the rest of us, neither she nor Emmy seem to have garnered too much pity. Oh no. As I sit happily laughing, though, I feel my voice suddenly cut off as my chest clenches. Oh, Jesus. I sit in silence for a few seconds, all my concentration forced on my heartbeat. It's only a small pain, but the ache feels like it's growing. By the way, I just realized that, if we get into, a serious relationship, this is going to be happening all the time, right? Unless we just chill out and not let it get our blood pressure too high. Oh my goodness. Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. I glance upward to try and keep at least some of my attention on my surroundings, to see Emmy suddenly freezing when she notices the expression of pain on my face out of the corner of her eye. Hey, Hisao, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I look back down and redouble my efforts to try and stay calm, clenching my fists to try and dull the pain. It takes a short time, but the pain, thankfully, begins to fade. When I look back, there's only silence and pensive faces to be seen. I guess I'd better explain myself. Arrhythmia. I'm fine. It's just a heart flutter. Are you sure? Should we get the nurse? Taking a cue, Hanako quickly picks herself up, begins to dash to the door. Hanako, stop. Lily, I'm fine. You look like a wet, wrinkled tomato. Huh? Let's bring my hand to my forehead. I can feel the beads of sweat gathered on it and dab them off with my cuff. Thanks. I told you, I'm fine. I'm just kind of fragile, I guess. The entire atmosphere has changed from one of gaiety to downcast faces, the situation being too awkward for anyone to know exactly how to react. And of course, the whole thing is thanks to me, which has had to happen now around others. Oh, Emmy? She looks up, a box of juice halfway to her mouth. I haven't told you of my score yet, have I? Yeah, well, you're half foreign, so your score doesn't count anyway. Lifting an eyebrow, I inquisitively turned to Lily. What was your test result anyway? She gives a cheeky grin. 100%. Perfect score. No way. All I could do is hang my mouth open and wonder. Considering those tests are insane even for some native speakers, I can only imagine she's gone and done something like committing to mind part of the dictionary, a gift for rote memorization maybe. That's... See? Only someone part foreign could get that score. Wow. Racism! See? Lynn and I grin at Emmy's expense, her reaction identical to mine when I'd first tripped on that little landmine. I just realised. Lol. Lily's foreign ancestry does not raise a point, though. Does raise a point, though. Ah, that's right. You leave for Scotland tomorrow, don't you? That's correct. Emmy heard some rumours about it. It seems word spreading quickly, considering I only told a friend in my class a couple of days ago. It must be nice to go halfway around the world on a holiday. Hey, could you bring me something while you're there? Buy me something while you're there? Don't be too shy now. Lily gives a light-hearted giggle, evidently fully expecting Emmy's bluntness. The rest of the lunch continues much the same as before, the jauntiness from before my heart fluttered thankfully returning in full. As everyone flies off with the appropriate farewells, only Lily and I are left. Hey, Lily. She packs the last of her things into her bag and clips it shut before perking her head up slightly. Thanks for breaking the silence back there. I kind of wanted to stop it, but I didn't really know how to. As much as I'd like to sound less morose about it, the letter from yesterday, screwing up a test so badly in class, and now my heart make things very hard indeed. She gives an indulgent smile and nods. I hope she hasn't picked up on it, but knowing her, it's unlikely that she hasn't. Emmy, strong, but only human. We do worry about you, Hisao. Hold on. Why would I worry you? Oh, Hisao, stop being such a frickin' dunce, you dummy. Oh. Her smiling face collapses before becoming uncomfortably serious. Yeah, I don't blame her. Hisao, we are not ignorant of your situation. Unless she suddenly cuts herself short, and unsure of whether she should say what she intends to, I give a weak smile and rest my hand on her shoulder. It's enough that I worry about it. I don't want you all to shoulder my burden. You can't tell people not to worry about you. Right? I do it a lot. I always say don't worry about me, but it's nice to have people to worry about you, because if you are in trouble or you are in hardship, it's nice to know that you have people there to rely on. So go about saying don't worry about me, but never say that you are a burden on people. Never say that. But if you all worry about it, I have to worry about your worrying, if that makes sense. I'm fine, okay? For a moment she looks to be lost in thought, carefully pondering how to react. In a sense, Hitao is like the one most in danger out of all these people. Hisao, do you have any paper left from your food's packaging? I think so. I'll check. I rummage around in my bag for the leftovers from lunch, eventually finding a paper square from my sandwich's package. My eyebrow raised and my expression rather quizzical, I gently place the square into Lily's hand. Without another word, she brings her fingers around it to feel out its edges. This should be large enough. With both of us seated on the roof, the minutes to the lesson ticking away, she proceeds to lay the item on the ground and begin her work in earnest. Wrapped in silence, I watch her fingers move about on the small square with amazing dexterity. A small fold here, a larger fold there. Her fingertips keep a slow but sure pace. Looking up, her expression is calm and placid. The fact her face is pointed well above the sheets in front of her makes the sight of her work all more curious. Her shoulders slump a bit after finishing one final fold, her work apparently done. It's only when she holds the item up in her hands that I realise what it is. Oh, I made like 500 of those. They're around here somewhere. A small origami crane. Light brown thanks to the packaging used, the result looks quite delicate and precise. You can do origami. I taught myself how to do it when I was younger. It improved my dexterity a bit. Huh. A little bit baffled, I carefully take the small bird from her pale-cupped hand, as if it would break from the slightest breath. It seems to be folded quite well, and holds its shape easily. Yeah, they're all up here, hang on. Look, it's a box full of little cranes that I made. Do. Yeah, I made like a whole bunch of them. There's even more than this as well, because there's like a bag full of them as well. We both grab our bags and head out the door, Lily extending her cane as she does so. I hold Lily's handiwork up to my face for further inspection while she walks down the hallway, her hand running along the silver handrails for orientation. If she taught herself origami to improve her dexterity with the use of her hands meaning so much to her given her condition, oh, so that's it. I smile as I realize the bird's meaning. Everyone here has had to find their own path to dealing with their conditions. You aren't alone here when you have problems. Thanks, Lily, I appreciate this. She gives a sweet smile and a nod. Not using words where none need to be used in her typical manner. All I ask is that you take care of yourself, Hisao. Don't worry, I will. Promise? Promise. And with that we part ways. To be honest, I don't know what annoys me more. The fact that I could die at any moment, or the fact that everyone knows that. I guess I'll just take each day as it comes, as the unexpected present in my hand reminds me I'm not alone here. Even though I may be like this, I'm not alone. If anyone worries, I'll smile. I'll smile enough for all their worries to go away. Don't mask it, dude. It's okay to smile if you're truly happy. You can make yourself happy, but do not mask your unhappiness, because that will only end up making it worse. The moment the bell rings out, a collective sigh of relief comes from everybody. Much of the morning's been taken up by a droning lecture on stoichiometry. Not even gonna, a topic entirely unbefitting of the insufferable heat permeating the classroom. Knowing that attempting to teach anything more would be an exercise in futility, Mutu gives up and begins clearing the teacher materials from his desk for the day. As meaningless banter starts filling the classroom, I notice Hanako getting up and coming to my desk. She's been a lot less withdrawn lately, something which gives me a small measure of satisfaction. Hello, Hisao? Hey, want to go pick Lily up then? It's close to the time when she'd need to get going if she's going to make the flight. About that, she said she might be held up a bit by her classmates. I suppose that makes sense. Her class usually gets off a little earlier than ours, so Lily would normally just come to our classroom. Her class must be sending her off. Well, never mind. We can wait outside her classroom for once, right? She gives a small giggle before nodding, the two of us taking our things and leaving for 3-2's classroom. When we reach our destination, I stop in idle amusement at the scene inside. One of the shorter girls from the class has Lily wrapped in an enthusiastic hug, her head no higher than Lily's chin. Her other friends, of which are several, are gathered around her as well. Lily simply smiles kindly and hugs her back. I guess Lily must... Oh, god damn it, I missed that. Can I go back? No. Text history? I guess Lily must be pretty popular compared to Shizune's harsh but fair dictatorship of 3-3. Lily seems more like a mother figure for 3-2, to say nothing of her height and looks. Kenji's pointedly cool demeanour as he packs up his things at his desk, a seat in the back corner of the classroom is expected. He's no doubt far from a fan of the fuss being made of Lily's leaving. Looking beside me and seeing Hanako following my gaze, I decide to finally enter the room. Afternoon, Lily. It's just me and Hanako. Hanako withers noticeably when exposed to the din being made around Lily. Try as she might, I doubt she'll ever completely get over her social anxiety. Hello. Lily manages to work out our position reasonably well, her classmate detaching herself from her without a second word. A look of slight exasperation is written on Lily's face, though I can't say I blame her. Hello, Hisao. Hanako. Do we have much time before the flight leaves? I give a quick glance at my watch, taking the trip to the airport into account. There's a good 10, maybe 15 minutes left, while still allowing for contingencies. God, that airport must be really close. Yeah, we still have a few minutes to kill. I won't worry about missing it yet. Ah, is that Hanako? Uh-oh, I think we just inadvertently become entangled in Lily's social web. The girl is probably part of the legally blind faction of the class like Kenji, given her almost window pane-like spectacles. Her short, roughly cut hair gives her a look that fits her excitable expression. Hello, She takes Hanako's hand and pulls it up and down enthusiastically. I really don't get how girls can be so social to someone they only know as a friend of a friend. While Hanako exchanges nervous greetings, I look around the room for my short and overdressed next-door neighbour. Try as I might, he seems to have slipped out of the classroom without anyone noticing. For a moment I tried to think of possible career paths that could reasonably benefit from his single skill, before putting my mind to more pertinent matters. Lily seems pleased, if somewhat guarded, about the enthusiasm Hanako's suddenly excited from those around her. She might not see it, but Hanako's much less panicked about the affair than I'd anticipated. Shuffling my way through the gaggle of classmates, I eventually managed to reach her. Don't worry, Hanako's fine. Thank you. I thought she might be overwhelmed by them. Don't worry, we'll be gentle. Both of us grimace in unison. Hanako's nervous grin stays plastered on her face as another couple of girls moves in to greet her. It's kind of amazing that even just a month ago she'd never have been able to cope with situations such as this. Even when I first met her, the two of us completely alone, she sprinted from the library. So, got everything you need? It's all packed. I just have to go by my room to pick it up on the way, and Hanako and I need to change. I guess we better get going then. Hanako? Hanako's head flicks up towards us in a flash, her face rather unmistakably appreciating the chance to extricate herself from the small group gathered around her. Coming! God. Lily's not gonna fucking have a plane crash or something, is she? The long taxi ride to the airport is surprisingly pleasant, despite the three of us being rather squashed together to fit in the small back seat. On the other hand, maybe despite isn't the right word. Lily pays the fare to the driver as we file out, Hanako's eyes flittering left and right. Thankfully, there aren't too many people around, most of them being inside the main building rather than milling around the house. Outside, sorry. It isn't hard to spot Akira and Hideaki leaning against a fence while talking to pass the time. A large black travel bag, complete with wheels and travel handle, leans against the fence alongside them. Hideaki's the first to notice us, pointing us out to Akira, who gives an over-enthusiastic wave. Hey! I grab Lily's travel bag for her as we go to meet the two, earning a nod of appreciation. I got all my stuff here. You got yours? Plane ticket as well? Don't worry, I have everything. You? Yep, all ready to go. Not without some problems along the way, I might add. The snide remark has his head roughly dragged around by a very firmly clamped on hand. Yeah, I kind of sort of forgot it was in my trousers pocket. Trousers that I put in the wash. Oh no. Don't worry. Do you know you can print out tickets if you order online nowadays? It's really cool. Hideaki's pained expression says that this wasn't a solution found quickly. It could have been worse, I guess. We'd better start off then. Check-in should be ready by now. Yeah, you're right. There's a certain amount of wistfulness in both their voices. Saying nothing of the people left behind, meeting their family again after all these years would be big for them. Oh my god, Hanako looks adorable. Lily? Hanako wraps Lily in a gentle hug to say goodbye, one which is warmly reciprocated. Lily and I share a brief hug afterwards, each of us saying our goodbyes. Beside us, Akira and Hideaki break off from a small hug, and a word or two between them. It would probably look quite nice if not for the almost comical height difference between the two. Lily takes a hold of her sister's arm once all that needs to be said in farewells is said, the two walking past the huge glass doors. Goodbye, Hisao. Hanako. See ya! Don't do anything stupid, shorty! Wave at them until they disappear from sight in the throng of people moving about us inside. And then we're alone. Well, that's that. I turned to see Hideaki already beginning to walk off. See ya! He throws a hand in the air in a manner I'd expect of Akira. In the end, it's just Hanako and me left standing outside. I rest my hand on my shoulder. and she absent-mindedly gazes towards the front doors of the building, as if she might catch a glimpse of either of the two before they disappear. Don't worry, the time will pass fast. She hesitates for a moment, but eventually nods. With the scorching heat of the summer sun beaming down on us, we make our way to the nearest bus stop. It's strange, really. Just when I've begun to see Lily differently, she leaves on what almost feels like a pilgrimage to the past. In a way, though, that's just what I've been doing since coming to Yamaku. As much as I may reflect on everything that's happened to me, I really am hardly unique. Everyone has their own circumstances and separate paths to get where they are now. Yet I still can't really work out how I should proceed. My life may have practically been reset, and I still can't find anything that satisfactorily fills a hole I still feel in myself. Maybe Lily's leaving will be a good thing for me. Without her to lean on, I'll need to do more for myself. I'll have to be there for Hanako as well. It feels strange to have so much changing so quickly after my months in that hospital. It seemed to exist so separately from reality, but that's all the more reason for me to keep focused. I can't let any opportunity slip out my fingers in my attempt to rebuild my life. It's pretty sad. I just feel like she's not coming back. Wait, what? We're in Act 3? Oh god, we gotta finish. I'm like 6 minutes over. I rest my chin on my hand as I absentmindedly look out the window. Yet another of Mutu's lectures droning on and on as if it were endless. But we are gonna end the episode now. End episode 14, guys. Thank you for watching. That was an emotional roller coaster for me. Yeah, I have no doubt it's gonna get even worse or better, one way or the other. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. If you have any negative or positive comments to make about the video, please let me know so I can improve myself and these videos. Please like and share so we can, these videos keep on coming. If you have any recommendations for any other visual novels or games similar to it that you would like me to play, please let me know. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow, guys, for episode 15 of Katawa Shoujo, and I think it's going to be a good one. How was that? Bye.